question numbers 31 onwards. Yes, question numbers 31 to 35, how many of you had on these 5 questions? Question numbers 31 to 35, input and output. How many of you had on this? Why? No, sir. For how many students the topic has been completed in the classroom? In the classroom, for how many students the same topic input and output has been completed? Input output aindha leda? Chesara mari? Now question numbers 31 to 35. Now in this one, if you observe here, now to each of these words, what happened to this one? To each of these words, one letter is added. A prefix letter P is added to each of these letters. See here. Black, for this black, P is added. For this famous, P is added. Higher, P is added. For month, P is added. For orange, and for orange, P is added, isn't it? Hence, to each of these words, one letter P is added at the beginning, and then all these words are arranged in the alphabetical order. Are you following this one or not? To each of these words, P is added at the first place, and these words are arranged in the alphabetical order. And similarly to these numbers, now 29 has been increased to 30, now 35 increased to 36, 45 increased to 46, 58 to 59, and 63 to 64. To each of these number, one is added, isn't it? For word, one letter is added. Number, one number is added. First number arranged at the first place, then the word, next number in the ascending order, next word in the ascending order, and so on, isn't it? Then, in total, how many elements do we have? We have some 10 elements. As we have 10 elements given in the input, how many steps do we have? 10 steps. Why 10 steps are required? Because for each and every element, one letter is added and a number is added, isn't it? Then all these 5 questions are based, then the pattern. Now 30 arranged at the first place, and all the remaining elements, 35, higher, famous, month, and so on, shifted to the next position. Now it is based on what? It is based on shifting. Whenever it is based on shifting, we have worked out in the direct method in the classroom. What is that method here? Now in the class, we have discussed about 3 ways of solving this direct method, isn't it? Shifting. Now out of which the third method is the direct method here. Now, today let us discuss these 5 questions on the direct method. As tell me, what is the pattern given here? What is input given? Input is dozen. Next one is 15. After which body. Next one is 25, 59, and makes direct. After this direct, 47, relate, 38. 47, relate, and 38 are the elements given, isn't it? Now in this one, first we should give the numbering to these elements. How to give this numbering here? Now the numbering should be given according to their position in the final output, isn't it? Now tell me which element should come at the first place. The least number after adding plus 1 should be arranged at the first place. Then what is the least number among these? 15. Hence 15 should come at the first place after adding plus 1. After this one, and next one is the word. Or else let us take all the numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 positions. After this 15, what is the next number in the ascending order here? And 25. Next one is, after this 25, next number is 38. This will be 5, 5th position. And the 7th position is 47. And this will be the 9th position. Are you following this one or not? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 we are done. Now we are left with the words. Now in these words, second word, fourth word, and so on. Second word is nothing but the least word. What is the least word here? B. Next one, fourth one, D, I, and D, O. And 4 will be D, I. And 6th one will be D, O, isn't it? And 8th one, what is 8th one here? 8th one is M. And the 10th one is R. Now this is the position of these elements in the final output, isn't it? Are you following this one or not? Not the numbering. Then question number, what is the fourth to the right of? Fourth to the right of, and 7th to the left of, 7th to the left of, 8th element from the left hand. 4th to the right of, 7th to the left of, 8th element from the left hand side. First we should work out these two, 7th left and 8th left. What is the resultant element here? First left. Now first left and this is 4th right. And first left and 4th right. Left and right to opposite positions and opposite directions. 1 plus 4. Now the 5th element from the left hand side. What is the 5th element from the left hand side in step 4? Tell me. In step 4, 5th element from the left hand side. Yes, any answer to this one? 5th element to the left hand side in step 4. Now the question is about step 4. You should listen this very carefully. Isn't it? Now step 4, what happens in step 1 here? In step 1, now this 1 will be shifted to the first place. Are you agreeing this one or not? Or else before this one there is a bigger number to 1 or not? There is 6 is the bigger number ahead of this one. Hence I need one step in order to arrange this 1 at the first place. Are you following this one or not? Hence in step 1, I can able to first arrange this first element. Then what is the next element here? Next element after this one is the second one. What is the second one here? B. Now before this B there is 6th one, isn't it? As there is a highest number to this one, hence 2 will be 15. In order to arrange this B at the second place, I need one more step. And 2 steps were completed. Then in the third step, 25 should come before this do. Hence I need one more step. And in the fourth one, what should happen here? DI will also come. Hence how many elements will be added here? 4 elements can be arranged by step 4. As 4 elements were arranged, after this one it must be followed by what? This will be the next element. What is the 5th element from the left hand side? DO is the 5th element from the left hand side. Are you following this one or not? DO is nothing but dozen. Follow here or without working out the entire procedure, because as there are 10 elements, now we are supposed to work out 10 steps in this one. It itself is a time consuming. Hence this is the very basic reason why I am explaining directly. If it is of 5 sets or 4 to 6 sets, I will explain. I will ask you to work out the entire procedure, because all the 5 questions will be based on just 5 steps. But as here, there are 10 steps, isn't it? 10 steps means it is a time consuming, hence we are working out directly. Whether you have caught this one or not. Catch chestunara leda? Yes? Now in this one. Now first in step 1 em jarugutundi cheppandi. Step 1 em jaragali. First element first position ki ravali. First element emundi 15. Adi ekkadiki vastundi? First position. First position ante first place 16 loki vachestundi. Oka step అయిపోయింది. Second step lo em jaragali? Second element should come to the first place. Second element ఏముంది? B ఉంది. B దీనికన్నా ముందుకు రావాలి కదా. ముందుకు రావాలంటే నాకు ఒక స్టెప్ కావాలా లేదా? హెన్స్ వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ వన్? PB అయిపోయింది అక్కడ. 2 steps అయిపోయింది. థర్డ్ స్టెప్, థర్డ్ ఎలిమెంట్ షుడ్ కమ్ టు ద థర్డ్ ప్లేస్ బిఫోర్ దిస్ DO. DO కన్నా ముందుకు రావాలి. ముందుకు రావాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? నౌ ఐ నీడ్ 1 step. 25 plus 1, 26. 3 steps were done. Fourth step, what should happen to this fourth step? Now DI. DI should come ahead of this DO, because DO is at the 6th position. And now this DO should come to the 4th place. For this one, tell me whether I need 1 step or not. For PDI, 4 steps were done. Now the question is about what? Now the question is about in the 4th step itself. In the 4th step, these are the 4 elements from the left hand side. Then what is the 5th element here? The first element. Because these 4 will be coming to the first place. Obviously the first element will be shifted to the 5th place. Then what is the 5th element from the left hand side? DO is the 5th element. Are you following this one or not? Then question number 32. Yes, what is given in this 32 here? What is the step number of the following arrangement? Now here he has given this one arrangement, then he is asking for what is that one. Now 16 arranged here. As 16 is arranged, 15 has become 16, means 1 step is required. Now this is step 1. And P body, this is step 2. 25 shifted to 26, this is step 3. And P direct, step 4. Then what about this 39? That is 5th step, isn't it? Next one, P dozen. And whatever this P dozen here, P dozen is the 6th step. After this 6th step, all these elements are remained as it is, isn't it? As they have remained as it is, and so how many steps are there? This is nothing but your 6th step. That is your answer. Now tell me how many elements were arranged? 6 elements were arranged. 6 elements will be arranged in how many steps? 6 steps. And 6 is your answer. Then question number 33. And which of the following is step 4? Tell me what should happen in step 4? Only 4 elements should be arranged. What are those 4 elements? Tell me here. 16, PB, 26 and PDI. 16, PB, 26, PDI. 16, PB, 26, PDI. Or these are the 4 elements. After this one, what should happen here? All the remaining elements should be remain in the same order. Dozen. Next one is what? After this dozen, 59. Next to 59 is makes. After this makes, 49. After this makes, next one is 47 and R and 38. Then what is your answer here? Choice 1 is the answer. Are you following this one or not? On a single basic step, we are working out all these questions. Then, question number 34. How many letters are there in the English alphabet series between? Now the question is about what? In step 5. Now tell me what should happen in step 5 here. Now in this one I am talking about. In step 5, now these are 4 steps. Now in 5th step, what should happen in this 5th step here after PDI? And the next number should be 16, 26, next 39. Now this 39 will also be arranged by step 5, isn't it? All the remaining elements. Now I am writing out step 5. Now 16, PB, 26, and next one PDA, and after this PDA 39. Now 5 steps were done. All the remaining elements remained as it is. What are the remaining elements here? DO, that is the 6th one. Next one, 9th one, 59, isn't it? After this one M, after this 47, and next one is R. Clear now? Now these are the elements in step 5. If these are the elements in step 5, then what is the question here? How many letters are there in the English alphabetical series between the first letter of the second word from the right? Second word from the right. Yes, tell me second word from the right. What is the second word from the right? Second word from the right. From the right hand side. From the right hand side, this is the first word and this is the second word. Now second word from the right. Now to this one, first letter of that word. What is the first letter of this word? M. M as it is, because it has not been arranged. M as it is. Then next one. What is the other thing here? N. The last letter of the second word from the left hand. What is the second word from the left hand side? Tell me here. From the left hand side, second word is PDI. And what is the last letter in this word? PDI. PDI means DI stands for what? PDI. P direct. Yes, what is the letter here? The last letter is what? Last letter is T. Now how many letters are there in between? Direct last letter, and in this M is the first letter. M means makes. Between makes and direct. Makes first letter, direct last letter. How many letters are there in between M and T? N, O, P, Q, R and S. Hence in total we have some 6 elements. Now these 6 elements given in which choice? 6 elements, that is choice. 6 element choice 4 is the answer. Are you following this one or not? Now without writing the steps, we are working on this one because the number of steps were more. Then question number 35. Which of the following is the correct order of steps in 8 steps? In 8 steps, what should happen here? 8 elements should be arranged. Now out of which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I have arranged here. Then 6th one. What is the 6th one here? 6th one must be PDO, isn't it? 6th one. After this one, 7th one. What is the 7th one here? 47 should be replaced with 48. And 8th step, after this 8th one. What is 8th one here? PM. Then after this PM, 9 and 10, 59 and R will be in the same order. Then what is your answer? Tell me here. P body, P direct, isn't it? Now the question is about only the words. How many words were arranged here? P body, P direct, and PDO and PM are the 4 words arranged in the same order. And what is there in this one? P body, P direct, P doesn't. Relate and makes comes before this relate. Hence choice 1 cannot be your answer. And in choice 2, what is given in this choice 2 here? Now in this choice 2, P body, P direct, P doesn't, P makes, and this will be the last in step 10 that will be arranged. Till step 8 only these 4 words are arranged in the same order. Hence what is your answer here? Choice 2 is the answer. Done with this 31 to 35? Yes, question numbers 36 to 40. Now question numbers 36 to 40. tell me what is the answer here for question numbers 36 to 40. Eight persons B, D, F, H, I, J, K and M are seated around a circular table facing the center clearly given. As 8 persons are there seated around a circular table facing the center. Now we are fixing these 8 persons like this. And J sits to the immediate left of M. As J is to the immediate left of M, and J sits to the immediate left of M, M is here, and J is here. And J is to the immediate left hand side of M. J must be at this place. And E is seated second to the right of D. And who is seated second to the right of D? J is seated second to the right of D, hence D here is also fixed. And D and H are immediate neighbors of B. As D and H are immediate neighbors of B, then B will be here and H will be here. And D and H are immediate neighbors of B. Then who are the persons left over here? I does not sit adjacent to D. I does not sit adjacent to D. Hence I cannot be at this place. As I cannot be at this place, I can be at this place or I can be at this place. How many possibilities are there to this I? There are 2 possibilities to this I. I does not sit adjacent to D. I does not sit adjacent to this D. Next one. I does not sit adjacent to D, but sits third to the right of the person from Tamil Nadu. And Tamil Nadu is opposite to the person from Karnataka. Now the persons Tamil Nadu and Karnataka are opposite to each other. And this I seated third to the right of the person from Tamil Nadu, isn't it? And the person from Punjab and Delhi are adjacent, and neither of them is adjacent to the person from Haryana. K sits third to the right of the person from Karnataka. B sits second to the left of the person from Haryana, and is seated second to the right of the person from Kerala. Punjab and Maharashtra do not sit opposite. Person from Maharashtra sits adjacent to the person from neither Haryana nor Kerala, isn't it? Then, what is information here? Now here the information regarding B. B sits second to the left of the person from Haryana. As B is already here, and this person Haryana must be at this place. Because B sits second to the left of the person from Haryana, and is seated second to the person from Kerala. And this B is seated second to the person from Kerala, and the person from Kerala must be at this place. Are you following this one or not? Then coming to this one. I does not sit adjacent to D, but sits third to the right of the person from Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is opposite to whom? Tamil Nadu and Karnataka are opposite to each other. Now tell me whether I can be at this place. If I is at this place, this I must be third to the right of the person from Tamil Nadu is not possible, because this I is third to the right of the person from Haryana, isn't it? Hence I cannot be here. As I cannot be here, hence where should this I? This I must be from Kerala. Now this will be your I. As this is I, now this I is from where? I is third from the person from Tamil Nadu, and the Tamil Nadu person must be here. And the Tamil Nadu and Karnataka are opposite to each other. As Tamil Nadu is here, Karnataka must be at this place. Are you following this one or not? Then again, let's go through the information once again. J sits to the immediate right of M, immediate left of M, and is seated second to the right of D. Next one. D and H are immediate neighbors of B. I does not sit adjacent to D, but sits third to the right of the person from Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu, who is opposite to the person from Karnataka. Tamil Nadu and Karnataka are opposite. The person from Punjab and Delhi are adjacent to each other, and neither of them is adjacent to the person from Haryana. And Punjab and Delhi are adjacent, none of these 2 persons are adjacent to whom? Haryana. As these 2 persons are not adjacent to Haryana, and this Punjab and Delhi cannot be in these 2 places, cannot be D and B, isn't it? Hence these 2 persons must be either M is from Delhi and this person will be Punjab, or if this person is from Delhi and this person is from Punjab, because these 2 persons are not adjacent to the person from Haryana. Punjab, Delhi, Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Haryana were done. And K sits third to the right of the person from Karnataka. As Karnataka is here, third to the right of the person from Karnataka, K must be here. If K is here, then who is the person left over here? F is the person left over. Then B sits second to the left of the person from Haryana, and is seated second to the right of the person from Kerala. We have taken this one. The person from Punjab and Maharashtra do not sit opposite to each other. Punjab and Maharashtra are not opposite to each other. The person from Maharashtra sits adjacent to the person from neither Haryana nor Kerala. Isn't it? Neither Haryana nor Kerala. Who is this person here? Maharashtra is not adjacent. As Maharashtra is not adjacent to Haryana and Kerala, hence who is from Maharashtra here? Now B is from Maharashtra. If B is from Maharashtra, then which two persons are opposite to each other here? Punjab and Maharashtra do not sit opposite to each other. And this person cannot be Punjab. As this person is not from Punjab, this person must be Delhi. If this person is Delhi, this person F is from Punjab. Then what is the state left over here? Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala, Punjab, Delhi, Tamil Nadu, Haryana, and Gujarat is left over. And who is the person from Gujarat? D is the person from Gujarat. Done with this? Now this is how these 8 persons are seated around a circular table facing the center, and each of these persons belongs to a different city as well. Now this is about question numbers 36 to 40. Is done with this 36 to 40, completed writing this. Then question numbers 41 to 45. Now these question numbers 41 to 45 are based on what? And they are based on 41 to 45 are based on coded inequalities. Now in these coded inequalities, now the relation between what? P lesser than Q as well as R greater than or equals to S must be definitely true. Now in the question mark, what are the symbols that are to be replaced, isn't it? In order to make P lesser than. Now between P and Q, what is there in this one? There is a symbol lesser than is here. Here there is lesser than or equals to. Hence in this question mark, if there is equal to, or lesser than or equals to, in all the 3 cases we will definitely get P lesser than Q. Are you agreeing this one or not? In order to get lesser than, P lesser than Q, this question mark can be replaced with equals to, lesser than or equals to. In all the 3 cases, you will definitely get P lesser than Q because there is a lesser than between R and Q. Done with this? Then coming to the next one. Now the relation between R and S. R and S is here. R must be greater than or equals to S. But as here in the statement, here is given from S to R. S to R means if R is greater than or equals to S, S must be lesser than or equals to R. Now we should get this S must be lesser than or equals to R. Now between S and R there is one lesser than or equals to. Another symbol must be either equal to or lesser than or equals to, you will get the answer. Then what is common between these two? Equal to or lesser than or equals to. If you can replace this question mark, you will get the answer. Then what is your answer here? Either lesser than or equals to, that is choice field. Now these type of questions you are not supposed to replace each and every choice and check out, isn't it? Now we should finalize this one in this method. Because while writing the examination, and what I have observed is some of the students are again replacing the choices into this one, which should not be the case. Then question number 42. Yes, tell me what about this question number 42 here? Now in this question number 42, now we should have K greater than L as well as O lesser than J. K should be greater than L and O is lesser than J. In order to get K greater than L and O lesser than J, what are the symbols that are to be replaced in the same order, isn't it? Now between K and L, if you observe here, L is here, K is here. In the statement, he is talking between L and K rather than K and L. If K greater than L, L must be lesser than K. Now we should have a lesser than from between L and K. At least one lesser than should be there. The others can be, if one lesser than is there, the other can be equal to or lesser than or equals to, then you will get only lesser than only. We should not have greater than between L and K. Are you agreeing this one or not? Then at the next step. And what is the next one here? O and J. Now between O and J, O lesser than J, as O must be lesser than J, between O and J, what are the symbols that are to be there? One lesser than should be there, and there can be either equal to or lesser than. Hence lesser than must be common between these two. The other must be equal to or lesser than or equals to, then also you will get the answer. Then tell me. Now in the first choice cannot be your answer because there is one lesser than and there is another greater than. Two opposite symbols, no relation between these two. And the next one, if you observe here, then yes, what is your answer here in the next one? In the next one again, there is one lesser than and there is one greater than, hence we cannot able to establish the relation because they are opposite to each other. And in the third one, if you observe here, lesser than is there, equal to is there. Hence, if you replace the symbols in this order, then you will get both the conclusions. Isn't it? Now, sir. Or else if you want to replace this one, replace L lesser than O, O equals to J, O equals to N, O equals to N, N is lesser than K, and K equals to J. Now check out here, K greater than L. L lesser than K means K greater than L is definitely true. And the next one, what is the next one here? O lesser than J. Between O and J, there is one lesser than O lesser than J is true. Then what is your answer here? Choice 3. By replacing the symbols in the same order in choice 3, you can definitely get O lesser than J as well as K greater than L, definitely true. Now this is about question number 42. Then coming to 43, which of the following expressions is definitely true? The expression A lesser than or equals to B and C greater than or equals to D, definitely true. A lesser than or equals to B and C greater than or equals to D, definitely true. Now tell me in choice 1. Now in choice 1, between A and B, there is one lesser than, one greater than, no two opposite symbols, no relation. Then between these two, B lesser than or equals to A, that means again here also there is one greater than, one lesser than, two opposite symbols, that is ruled out. Then coming to the third one, between A and B. Now between A and B, forget about this equals to. What is the symbol which is common here? Lesser than or equals to. Hence A lesser than or equals to B is definitely true. Isn't it? Then coming to the next one, C and D. Now D lesser than or equals to C means C greater than or equals to D, definitely true. Then what is your choice here? 43, choice 3 is the answer. Then question number 44. Now in this question number 44, S lesser than L as well as T lesser than or equals to M, both these two must be false. Now in this one, in order to make both these two conclusions false, now S lesser than L, in order to make lesser than false, what you are supposed to prove? Tell me. Now here, this girl is shorter than that girl. In order to prove this girl is shorter than that, this student is shorter than that student, then what is the thing which you are supposed to prove? Now this person is of the same height or more than that person. And so how many possibilities we can have? To make lesser than false, you can prove greater than or equal to or greater than or equal. So if you prove any one of these, I can definitely prove that lesser than will be false. Either you can prove greater than or equals to, greater than or equals to. In all the three cases, S lesser than L will definitely be false. Then coming to this one, in order to make T lesser than or equals to M false, lesser than must be false, equal to must also be false, lesser than or equals. Now this girl is of the same length or shorter than this one. This girl A is either shorter than or equals to, E must be false. In order to prove shorter than, equal to, false, then what we are supposed to prove? This girl A is greater than, that is taller than. If you prove greater than, then only that conclusion will be false forever. It cannot be equal to, it cannot be lesser than. In total we have only three symbols, lesser than, equal to or greater than. Isn't it? If it is in order to prove lesser than true, now we should prove equal to, greater than or equals to. Or in order to prove lesser than or equals to lesser than or equals to false, now we should prove only greater than. Clear now? Then tell me what is your answer here. Now question number 44. Now 44, tell me what is your answer here. Now 44, then STNML. STNML, if in this one between S and L, between S and L, S is what? S is lesser than L, what we are getting here. As S is lesser than L, it is true but not false. Choice 1 cannot be your answer. Again between S and L, S is lesser than L is true. Hence S lesser than L, false is false. Then coming to this one. Now between L and S. Between L and S, what is the symbol here? L lesser than S, hence S greater than L is true. S greater than L is true means S lesser than L is definitely false, isn't it? Now in third conclusion, in third choice, I can prove S lesser than L false, because now I am getting S greater than L. As S greater than L is true, S lesser than L will be false. Then coming to the second conclusion. What is the second conclusion here? T and M. Where is T here? T is at the second place, isn't it? And M is at this place. Where is M? M is at the fourth place. Now what happened to this one? T lesser than or equals to M has become true now. If you replace third choice, what happens here? T lesser than or equals to M, we are getting as true. It should be false. Hence choice 3 is also ruled out. Then coming to choice 4. Now in choice 4, between S and L, L greater than S. Now between L and S, what is there in this one? L is lesser than, L lesser than S is true. As L lesser than S is true, S greater than L is true, and the first conclusion is definitely false. Then coming to the second one. Yes, what is the second one here? Now L lesser than M, M equals to what? M equals to S, and S is lesser than or equals to N, and N is what? N lesser than T. Then what happened to the second conclusion? T lesser than or equals to M. Here what is the conclusion we got here? We got that M lesser than T is true. As M lesser than T is true, that means T greater than M. What happened to this T greater than M? T greater than M is false. Now I got that M lesser than T. Hence I have proven a case wherein T greater than M is true. As T greater than M is true, lesser than will be false. Then what is your answer here? Choice 4 is the answer. Now if you replace these letters in the same order from left hand side to right hand side, I can prove S lesser than L as well as T lesser than or equals to M, both false. Done with this? Now this is about question number 44. Then 45. Now in this question number 45, P greater than or equals to R, R lesser than U. What are the conclusions here? P greater than or equals to R must be definitely true, and R lesser than U is also definitely true. Greater than or equals to and R lesser than U definitely true. In order to make these two true, then what are the symbols that are to be replaced? Now between R and P. R and P are here. One lesser than or equals to is there, isn't it? As one lesser than, now we should discuss from R to P. If P greater than or equals to R, R is lesser than or equals to P. Now as of now, lesser than or equals to is already there. Then what is the symbol that are to be replaced with R and Q? Either equal to or lesser than or equals to, both are one and the same, isn't it? In order to prove R greater than P, P greater than or equals to R, now the symbol that has to be replaced. What is the symbol that has to be replaced here? The second symbol that has to be replaced is either equal to or lesser than or equals to. Equal to or lesser than or equals to, choice 1 is ruled out because the second symbol is only lesser than, and the choice 4 is also ruled out. Now we are left with only choice 2 or choice 3. Then coming to the first one. And what is the first one here? R lesser than U. Now between U and R. If R is lesser than U, U is the first element and R is the second element. Now we should discuss from U to R. And if R lesser than U, U must be greater than R. In order to prove U greater than R, then what are the symbols that has to be replaced? This symbol can be equal to, because one greater than is already there here. It can be equal to or greater than or equals to, isn't it? Then what is your answer? Tell me here. Now R lesser than U. R lesser than U means R lesser than U is definitely true. U must be greater than R. As U greater than R, then what is the symbol? First symbol that has to be replaced here. The first symbol between R and U and R must be, tell me the first symbol between U and R. U greater than R, and here between T and S, T greater than S, isn't it? That means U greater than R, hence R lesser than S. Then what is your answer here? Choice 2 is the answer. Clear now? Now this is about question number 45, choice 2. And this is how to work out these type of questions without replacing each and every choice in the given blanks. Then question numbers 46 to 50. Now tell me, question numbers 46 to 50 comes under which category? Now it comes under which parameter? Distribution common parameter. What are the elements which are common here? The types of movies are common, isn't it? And because more than one person attended to each of these movies, and in total how many persons are there? 8 persons, only 3 types of movies are there. More than one person went to each of these movies. Hence, there is a common element among these persons, that is the movie. And what is the other common element here? The other common element is the mode of transport they have traveled, whether through taxi or auto or car. Hence, here in this one, it belongs to common parameter. As it belongs to common parameter here. First, when it comes under common parameter, then how to work out this one? First, we should write the parameter like this. Action movies. Next one, what is the next one here? Action, comedy and romantic are the 3 types of movies. Now 8 persons went to this one. A family of 8 persons, PQRS, VW, X and Z, going to 3 different movies, action, comedy and romantic, in 3 different vehicles, taxi, car and auto. There are 3 couples in the family. How many couples are there in this one? There are some 3 couples. There are 3 couples in the family, and each couple is going to a different movie. Each couple means one couple is going to, if one couple is going to action movie, the other couple is going to comedy movie, and the third couple is going to romantic movie, isn't it? Each couple is going to a single movie. Then only those persons who are going to the same movie travel by the same vehicle. And at the most 3 persons are in a vehicle. It cannot be more than 3. It should be either lesser than or equal to 3. It should not be more than 3. Now tell me whether any one person can travel in a single vehicle? No, because if one person travels in a single vehicle, in another vehicle if 3 persons gone, 1 plus 3, 4, and in the next one it should be 4. It cannot be the case, because it should not be more than 3. Then what is the only possibility left over here? 3, 3 and 2. In one of the vehicles, if you know that on one of the vehicles, if there are only 2 persons are traveling, and in the remaining 2 it must be 3 and 3 only, because it cannot be more than 3. Clear now? And the order is 3, 3 and 2 in any order. And Q is not going with V and Z. Now Q is not going with V and Z, and also it is not clearly known whether V and Z are going together or not. But whereas Q is not going with V and Z. Q is not going with V and Z. S a female and V are going to the same movie. S and V are going to the same movie. Whether they are the only 2 persons who are going to the same movie or not is not clearly given. S and V are going to S a female and V are going to the same movie. X is not going by taxi. As X is not going by taxi, X taxi is ruled out. X is not going by taxi. W a male is going with only P. Now this W a male is going with only P, isn't it? As this W must go with only P. Now here 3 couples are there, and these 3 couples are going to 3 different movies. As W is a male, now W and P are the only 2 persons went to that movie, isn't it? Hence W is a male, P must be a female, because they belongs to a couple. Hence W and P are going to a same movie, going with only P, only, and they are not going to comedy. Hence W and P cannot go to a comedy movie. And this W and P can be either action movie or romantic movie. And they are not going to comedy movie. Z is going to action movie by car. Now Z, what is the vehicle here? Car. As Z is moving now to this one, now W and P. Can W and P can go to action movie? No. Why? Because only 2 persons. Okay, W is going only with P. That means W and P are the only 2 persons. Hence W and P cannot go to comedy movie, and W and P cannot go to action movie, because if W and P, then Z is also there, then there are 3 persons who are going to this action movie, which should not be the case. Hence W and P must be where? Romantic movie. Hence W is what? W is male, and P is what? P is a female. And these 2 persons are the only 2 persons are traveling or going to this romantic movie. Now if these 2 persons are there, and in the remaining, for this comedy, how many persons should go to this comedy movie? 3 persons. And to this action movie, how many persons should go? 3 persons. Then coming to this one. Now this Q is not traveling with Z. As this Q is not traveling with Z, now Z is going to action movie and this Q cannot go to action movie, and this Q must go to which movie? Q must go to comedy movie. And whatever this one's here, now as Q is going to this comedy movie, V cannot go to that comedy movie because Q is not going along with V. And V cannot go to romantic movie as well. Hence, what is the only possibility to this V? V must be action movie. And whatever this X here, X is not going by taxi. Now, S and V are going together. As S and V are going together, V is already there, hence S must also be here. Hence, Z, V and S are traveling, are going to action movie through car. And where should this X? X must go to comedy movie. And in total, 3 persons must go to this comedy movie. Then who is the person left over here? R is the person left over. Q, X and R are the 3 persons going to comedy movie. Z, V and S are going to action movie. And W and P are going to romantic. Out of which this X is not traveling by taxi. As this X is not traveling by taxi, now car, the first one, and here, then whatever this taxi who are going by taxi here, now W and P are going by taxi, and this Q, X and R are traveling by an auto. Clear now? Now it comes under common parameter, hence we have distributed it, okay, according to this parameter. By doing so, it would be, okay, a little bit easier when compared with writing all the persons at the left hand side. Done with this? Write down this arrangement. Now this is about question numbers 46 to 50. Then after this 46 to 50, then 51 to 55. Now question numbers 51 to 55. Question numbers 51 to 55. As completed writing this, then let us start writing 51 to 55. Now in this question numbers 51 to 55, tell me what are the choices in this. Now 51 to 55, these questions are based on data sufficiency, and at the same time, these data sufficiency are based on 3 statements data sufficiency. Whenever 3 statement data sufficiency is there, earlier we had discussed about the priority. Yes, what are the priority in which you are supposed to approach? Priority means first we should always take the individual statements. Only 1, only 2, only 3. That should be the first priority, isn't it? And afterwards, if you are not getting any answer with only 1 or only 2 or only 3, then you should go for a combination of 2 statements. That is only 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 2 and 3 in any order. Then by combining 2 statements, if you are not getting the answer, then by combining all the 3 statements, all the 3, 1, 2 and 3. Clear? Because now see, if you are not preferring that one, you are not going through that priority. If let us take for example with the help of only 1 itself I am getting an answer. This only 1 is there in choice 5. Only 1 is there in choice 5. But whereas in choice 1 we have only 1 and 2. Isn't it? If you are going through the choices, the priority of the choices, if you are working with this one with only 1 and 2, will you get the answer or not? You will definitely get the answer. Why? Because with the only 1 alone I am getting the answer. As only 1 alone I am getting the answer, by combining 1 and 2 also I will get the answer. But whereas do I require 2 along with 1 in order to get the answer? I am not required. Isn't it? Hence then your answer will be wrong. Clear now? If you are getting answer with only a statement 1 alone, then any combination of 1 alone also you will get the answer. But whereas if the combination is given in the first choice, then what happens here? There is a chance of doing the mistake there. Hence the first priority should always be for individual statements only. Then coming to this one. 6 persons are seated around a circular table. Now 6 persons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are seated around a circular table and facing the center. Who is seated to the immediate right of F? Now the question is about what? Who is to the immediate right hand side of F? Then in order to do this one, check out here, only 1 is there, only 2 is there and so on. Individual statements were there. Now I am going for condition number 1 alone. B is to the left of A, B is to the left of A who is seated second to the right of F. Now let us take A is here, because all these persons are facing towards the center. Now B is to the immediate left of A, B is to the immediate left of A, A who is seated second to the right of F. A is seated second to the right of whom? A is seated second to the right of F. A is seated second to the right of F and B is to the left of A. Then tell me, are we getting the answer or not? Who is seated to the immediate right of F here? B is the person seated to the immediate right of F. Am I getting the answer or not? One alone? In the circular arrangement, whether the word immediate is given or not, we should always take it as immediate only. Clear now? Hence, what is your answer here? Only one alone is sufficient. Only one alone is sufficient. As only one alone is sufficient, then tell me. See here. Then how to eliminate the choices I'll explain here. With the help of one alone, I am getting the answer. But as I am not sure whether we should go for choice one or something else. Then, whether there is a chance of getting either 1 or 3 or not. What do you mean by this either 1 or 3? Only one alone is sufficient and only 3 alone is sufficient. As of now, I got the answer with only one alone. With the help of 3 alone also, if I got the answer, then I will go for choice 2. There is a chance for this choice. And only 2 alone, as tell me whether I can definitely opt for choice 3. No. Why? Because with the help of one alone, I got the answer. Any answer must be a combination of this one. But as only 2 cannot be your only answer, because 1 should be there in that one. Hence, this choice you can remove. And none of these also you can remove, because with the help of only 1 itself I am getting the answer. Hence, your answer can be either 1 or 3 or either 1 or 2 or only 1. Then, now let us check out with only 1 or 2. Now, if you check out with only 1 or 2, condition number 2 alone. D is seated opposite B. D and B are opposite to each other. B is a neighbor of F. As B is a neighbor of F, F can be either here. And what is the second possibility wherein we can have this F? D is here and B is here and F will be here. D is opposite B. B who is a neighbor of F. B is a neighbor of F. D is seated second to the left of F. As D is seated second to the left of F, this case is not possible because here D is seated second to the right of F. As this case is ruled out, then what is your answer here? D is seated second to the left of F. As D is seated second to the left of F, tell me what is your answer here? Am I getting the answer or not? Then who is to the immediate right of F? B is to the immediate right. Hence, with the help of 1 alone I got the answer. With the help of 2 alone also I got the answer. Hence, what is your answer here? Either 1 or 2 alone, that is choice 4. Done with this? No need to check out condition number 3. Why? Because if there is a choice like each statement alone is sufficient, then we should go for, then you should check out 3 also. That statement is not, that choice is not there, hence no need to check out this. Then question number 52. Then what? None of this is there. What do you mean by this none of these? None of these means none of the given choices is your answer. But whereas I have the choice either 1 or 2, and that will be my answer. Then question number 52. Yes, tell me what is 52 here? In which direction is H with respect to I? In which direction is H with respect to I? Now we need to find out the direction of H with respect to I. Then condition number 1. Now sir, again going through the choices. What are the choices here? Only 2 is there. 1 and 3, 2 and 3, only 1 and 2, all the 3. Now I should check out with only 2 alone. I is to the east of F. F is here. I is to the east of F. I is to the east of F. F is to the west of H. As F is to the west of H, tell me, am I getting the answer or not? F is to the west of H. No, F is to the west of H. Then, in which direction is H with respect to I? Cheppandi, answer was in which direction is H with respect to I? East. Am I getting a unique answer or not? Vastunda ravatledha? Cheppandi, blank ga chuste emoutundi? Vastunda. Em vastundandi? No. I is to the east of F. I is to the east of F, I can take like this. And F is to the west of H. And F is, I is to the east of F. I is to the east of F. And F is to the west of what? F is to the west of H. As F is to the west of H, I can write H also here. Now tell me whether the condition is valid or not. I is to the east of F and F is to the west of H. Here also F is to the west of H. Then what is your answer here? Now in which direction? In the first case, tell me in which direction is H with respect to I? East. Now in this one, H is in which direction with respect to I? West. Am I getting a unique answer here? No. Hence the answer could be either east or west. Isn't it? Hence what is your answer here? 2 alone is not sufficient. as 2 alone is not sufficient, and now we need to check out the remaining choices. What are the remaining choices here? 1 and 3. What is 1 here? 1 is F is to the northwest of G. G is here, north and west. F is to the northwest of G. G is to the east of I. As G is to the east of I can be here, or here, or here. In all the 3 cases, G is to the east of I. Isn't it? F is to the northwest of G, G which is to the east of I. Then 1. Then what about 3 here? G is to the west of H. As G is to the west of H, H is to the south of J. Now, sir, what is the question here? In which direction is H with respect to I? There are 3 possibilities to this I. In all the 3 possibilities, H is always to the east of I only. Am I getting a unique answer or not? Hence, by combining which 2 statements, I am getting the answer here, only 1 and 3. As with the help of only 1 and 3, I am getting the answer. Only 2 and 3 is ruled out, only 1 and 2 is ruled out. Then what is your answer here? Only 2 alone is sufficient. Choice 2 is the answer. Clear now? No need to check out the remaining choices because I am getting the answer with only 1 and 3. Is there any choice like a combination of 1 and 3 is there? That combination is not there. As that combination is not there, no need to check out for the remaining choices at all. Clear now? Then question number 53. Now in this question number 53, how is Jane related to Mr. Harish? Now what about this Jane? Male or female? How do we know? We are not supposed to go with the name of a person. The gender of a person cannot be determined just with the name. Isn't it? Because if you take for example, now a person's name is Kiran. Now this Kiran in South India is what? Kiran in South India usually is for a male. But as in North India, the same name will be used for whom? The same name will be used for a female. Hence, just by taking the name of a person, we are not supposed to determine the gender of any person. And if you take my name, now in this case, in some of the cases, what happens, she is considered to be as a male, and in some areas that will be considered as a female. Hence, we cannot supposed to determine the gender of a person just with the help of a name. Clear now? Hence, Jane's gender is not clearly given here. Then how is Jane related to Mr. Harish? Mr. is there. Now Harish is a male. Now the question is about how is Jane related to Harish. Now you should listen this very carefully because the data sufficiency, blood relation itself is considered to be the toughest one in the blood in data sufficiency. That too it is a 3-statement data sufficiency. It is much more difficult. And Mr. Harish's son. Mr. Harish is there, Harish is a male. Harish is having a son because the choices, if you observe the choices, only 1, only 2, only 3 were there. Now, Harish's son, Harish is having a son, Harish's son's only daughter. Now, this person is having only daughter is, now this person is Jane's sister. Harish's son's only daughter is Jane's sister. Now, only that this Harish's son is having only one daughter, that daughter is Jane's sister. Then, can you determine the gender of this Jane? What is the gender of this Jane? Male. Why it is male? Because the Jane's sister is the only daughter of Jane's parents. Hence, Jane must be a male. Though the gender is not given in the question. But whereas now we can able to determine the gender of this Jane. Hence, what is the answer here? Jane is, how is this Jane related to H? Grandson. Am I getting a unique answer or not? Yes, what is the answer here? What is the answer you are getting? Grandson. Hence, Jane is the grandson of this H. Hence, with the help of 1 alone, I got a unique answer. What is the answer I got here? Jane is the grandson of Mr. Harish. As 1 alone is sufficient, then how to eliminate the choices? With the help of 1 alone, I am getting the answer. Only 2 alone cannot be your answer because with the help of 1 alone, I got the answer. Only 2 cannot be your answer. And same is the case with only 3. These 3 were ruled out. Question cannot be answered even by combining. This is also ruled out because I got the answer with only 1 itself. Now I was left with each statement alone is sufficient. Now I was left with either choice 1 or choice 5. Now in choice 5, in order to identify the answer with choice 5, each statement alone means Either if you could able to prove with the second one or the third one, that itself will be your answer. Now I am taking condition number 2. Jane is Mr. Harish. Harish is here. Harish only son is here. Only son is having a wife, isn't it? Wife's brother. Wife is having a brother. Now, hey, Harish only son is A. A's wife is B. B's only brother is only brother. Wife's brother. It is not only. Wife's brother is brother. Wife's brothers. Wife's brother's only sibling. Now who is this? Jane's sister. Now this Jane's sister is, now this Jane, condition number 2, right? Jane is. Who is this Jane? Jane is Harish. Only son is A. Son's wife is B. Wife's brother is C. Brother's only sibling. This person's only sibling. Who is that person? Is none other than Jane. Now this Jane is Harish's son's wife's only brother's sibling. Brother's only sibling. That means this Jane is none other than Harish's daughter-in-law, son's wife. Then what is the answer I am getting here? Now the answer is daughter-in-law. Now can I have an answer like this, daughter-in-law? Now in the data sufficiency, from the beginning we are focusing on only one thing. We should always have a unique answer. But with the help of condition number 1 alone, what is the answer we are getting here? Condition number 1, grandson. With the help of 1 alone I am getting that grandson. And with the help of condition number 2 alone I got daughter-in-law. Can we have 2 different answers like this? One son, grandson, and another daughter-in-law? Yes. Why? Because with the help of only 1 alone, whether I am getting a unique answer or not. With the help of 1 alone, I am getting a unique answer, that is grandson. And with the help of 2 alone, whether I am getting a unique answer or not. What is that answer here? Daughter-in-law. Clear? These 2 answers need not necessarily be the same. Hence, in the data sufficiency, we are not bothered about what the answer is. But whereas we are bothered about whether we can able to get a unique answer with the given information or not. Clear now? Hence 1 alone is sufficient, 2 alone is sufficient. Either 1 alone or 2 alone is not there, each statement alone is there. Hence we can directly go for choice 5 without checking out third one. Done with this? If either 1 or 2 each statement is there, then I should go for 3 also. Hence if the number of statements were more, this is how you are supposed to eliminate the choices. Why is he increasing the number of statements? Because in order to waste your time. And now we should escape from that. And this is about question number 54. As tell me whatever this question number 54, how is there coded in a given code language? How is there coded in a certain code language? There are many sets. Now condition number 1 alone, 2 alone, individual statements were not there, then you can directly go for the combination of these statements. Then only 1 and 2. Only 1 and 2, tell me. By combining the only 1 and 2, there are other 2 words which are common. As 2 words which are common, then what is your answer here? As 2 words are common, 2 codes will be common, and the code for there cannot be identified. Hence choice 1 cannot be your answer. Then coming to choice 2. What is choice 2 here? Only 2 and 3. Now if you combine only 2 and 3, what is the only word which is common here? There is the word which is common. As there is the word which is common between these 2, then you will have only 1 code which is common. Hence we can able to determine the answer or not. What is that answer here? What is the code to the word there? We are not bothered about what the answer is, because we are checking out whether we are getting a unique answer or not. 1 word common, 1 code will obviously be common. Hence I will get the answer. I will get the answer with what? I am getting the answer with 2 and 3. Now we should check out the choices wherein any combination of 2 and 3 is there or not. Now only 1 and 3 cannot be your answer, because I am getting the answer with 2 and 3. Only 1 and 2 cannot be your answer, because I am getting the answer with only 2 and 3. Any 2 of the statements is also ruled out, because I am not getting the answer with 1 and 2. Isn't it? I am not getting, as I am not getting the answer with 1 and 2, any 2 statements means 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 2 and 3. That is also ruled out. Now I was left with 3 and either 1 or 2. What do you mean by 3 and either 1 or 2? 3 and either 1 or 2 means 3 and 2 or 3 and 2 or 3 and 1. Now as of now I got the answer with 3 and 2. Now I should check out with 3 and 1 also I am getting the answer or not. With the help of 3 and 1 also if I get the answer, then choice 5. Or else only choice 2 is the answer. Then 1 and 3. Now if you compare 1 and 3, there are many sets here, there. What is the only word which is common here? There is the word. Hence, whether I am getting the answer or not, I will definitely get the answer. Hence, 2 and 3 I am getting the answer. 1 and 3 also I am getting the answer. Then what is your answer here? 3 and either 1 or 2, choice 5. Done? Now if you observe here, in almost all the questions, we are working on only 2 choices rather than and eliminating the remaining 3 choices. Then question number 55. As question number 55, tell me what is the answer here. Now who is tallest among J, K, M, N and O? Now how many persons are there? Now in total we have some 5 persons. Now 5 persons are there. Who is the tallest among J, K, M, N and O? Now the one who is tallest among J, K, M, N and O, now we need to find out who is the tallest among these 5. Then now sir, what is there in this one? Only 1 is there, only 2 is there, only 3 is also there. Then we should go for only 1. Now only 1, N is taller than only O. As N is taller than only O, N and O will be here, isn't it? As N and O are in the first 2 places, N and O cannot be the tallest. Are you getting the answer or not? N is taller than only O. O will be at the 5th place, N will be at the 4th place, N and O 4 in the 5th places, N and O cannot be the tallest. And N is taller than only O. K and J are shorter than M. K and J, these 2 persons are shorter than M. As K and J are shorter than M, K and J cannot be the tallest. Then who is the tallest here? M is the tallest. Am I getting a unique answer or not? And with the help of 1 alone I am getting the answer. As with the help of 1 alone I am getting the answer. Only 2 I am not bothered about, because with the help of 1 alone I got the answer. And 2 and 3 is also ruled out, because I got the answer with only 2 itself. Only 3 is also ruled out. All 3 is also ruled out. Hence what is your answer here? Only 2 is the answer. And in fact, in some other questions, 3 statements data sufficiency is much more comfortable when compared with 2 statements. In 2 statements, what we are supposed to check out here? 1 alone, 2 alone, each 1 alone and so on. But as here, it is not that much required. You can eliminate the choices. Done with this? Yes. Now question numbers 51 to 55. Yes, anything else? 56 to 60. Now question numbers 56 to 60, these questions are based on syllogisms, isn't it? And syllogisms are to definitely does not follow. And you have to decide which are the following conclusions does not follow from the given statement. Does not follow, isn't it? Does not follow means, what do you mean by this does not follow? It should not be followed even in a single case. Then only we say that it is 100% does not follow. Hence your focus is always to prove it, whether it can be follow at least once or not. Whether it can be true at least once or not. If it is true once, it cannot be false forever. Clear? In the case of does not follow, we should always insist or focus upon to make it as true. Then question number. Some seconds are minutes, some of the seconds are minutes, no minute is an hour, no minute is an hour, no intersection between minute and hour. Some days are minutes, some of the days are minutes, and some hours are days. And some days are minutes, no minute is an hour, and some days are hours, isn't it? Some of the days are hours is there. Some seconds are minutes. Next one, some seconds are minutes, no minute is an hour, some days are minutes, some of the days are minutes, and some hours are days. Some days are hours, some days are minutes. Now these are the days, isn't it? Now with the help of this basic diagram, tell me what is the first conclusion. Some seconds or hours is a possibility or not? Is a possibility. Now I am extending this one like this. Whether it is possible or not? Yes, it can be true once. As it is true once, it cannot be false forever. All minutes or days is a possibility. All the minutes or days, is it possible? Tell me. All minutes or days. All minutes or days means now. Tell me whether I can extend my All minutes are days. All minutes are days. Now, all these minutes can be days or not? All these minutes must be days. Now, I am writing my day like this. Tell me whether I can draw my day like this or not. Yes. Hence, what happened to this one? Hence, it is true once. As it is true once, it cannot be false forever.
Sir, next mimmల్ని కంప్లీట్
6 to 7. English level.
సార్ వచ్చారు మీరు డేట్ అయితే చెప్పేసి సార్ ఫండ్ చేయమని నెక్స్ట్ మీటింగ్ తీసుకుంటాం.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm not sure. Then next one. Some days are not ours. Some of the days are not ours. Tell me whether it is true or false. Some days are not ours is true or false? Some days are not ours. No, see, these are the days. Days are not ours. Some days are not ours. Now, see, these are the days which are not ours, isn't it? Now, all these are the days which are not ours. True or false? As it is true once, it cannot be false forever, isn't it? Some of the days which are not ours, I can able to prove that one as well, isn't it? Some days are not ours, I have proven that one. Then, what is the fourth one here? All days or minutes is a possibility. All days or minutes is it possible or not? Yes, tell me whether all days or minutes is possible or not. Now, I am writing this one. All minutes or days. Now, in order to prove this one, all days. Now, if you prove all days in a part of these minutes, if you prove all days or minutes in this one, all these are the days. Now, if you prove all these are the days within the minutes, then what happens here? One more statement is there. What is the statement here? Some days are hours. Now, we need to combine day and hour like this. If you combine hour and day like this, no minute and hour will be false. Hence, it cannot be true at least once. As it cannot be true at least once, it will be false forever. Done with this? Now, this is about question number 56. Choice 4 is the answer. Is done? Then 57. As question number 57. As 57. As any answer to this one? 57. All teachers are boys. All the teachers are what? All teachers are boys. Can be represented like this. Next one. Some girls are teachers. Some of the girls are teachers can be written like this. And no teacher is a professor. No teacher is a professor. No intersection between professor and teacher. All directors are professors. All these directors are what? All directors are professors. All these directors are professors. All directors are professors and no professor is a teacher. Then with the help of this one, some girls are boys, true or false? It is true once. As it is true once, it cannot be false forever. Some professors are directors, is it true or false? Yes, it is true. As it is true, it cannot be false. No boy is a girl, true or false? No boy is a girl. Can it be true at least once? It cannot be true. Why? Because no boy is a girl means now say here some of the boys are girls. As some of the boys are girls is true. No boy is a girl cannot be true at least once. As it cannot be true at least once, it will be false forever. That is choice 3. Question number 57, it is choice 3. Then 58. Tell me what is 58. Now in this question number 58, some colors are white, some of the colors are white, and all white are black, all these white are black, and some white are green, some of the white are green, and some red are black, some red are black. Now this is the basic diagram. No black is green. As of now, is it true no black is green? No black is green cannot be true at least once. Why it was so? Because some black or green clearly given. No black is green. No black is green. Some colors are white and all white are black. Some white are green. Sorry, some of the white are green. As some of the white are green like this, some white are green like this, isn't it? As some white are green is true. No black is a green. No black is a green can be true at least once? No, it cannot be true at least once. Why? Because green and white should be intersected. Again, that is possible only through this black. Hence, no black is a green cannot be true at least once. Hence, it will be definitely 100% false. And this is about question number 58. Then coming to 59, all the stars are what? All stars are rocks, and some stars are rivers. Now this is rock, and some stars are rivers, and no chord is a rock. No chord is a rock means chord and rock cannot be intersected at all, and some rocks are not point. Some of the rocks are not point. Rock and point cannot be intersected like this. Some rocks are not points. Then what is the first one here? Some chords are not stars. Some chords are not stars. Can you definitely true? No, sir. As of now, no chord is a star, which implies that some chords are not stars is true at least once. As it is true once, because chord is here, star is here, it cannot be true at least once, isn't it? As it is true once, it cannot be false forever. Some rivers are rocks, that is definitely true, river and rock. As it is true once, it cannot be false. All points are stars is a possible. All these points are stars. Tell me whether I can draw all the points into stars or not. Yes. Tell me whether I can prove all points into stars or not. Because most of you people have this confusion whenever some knot is given, isn't it? Then what is the possibility here? All points are stars means this entire point must be like this. This entire point must be like this. Tell me whether I can draw my point like this or not. Then what is the only statement which can defy that one? As some rocks are not point. Tell me whether there are some rocks which are not points after writing this point into stars or not. Cheppandi. Some rocks are not points and a statement ee diagram lo true ayinda leda. Yes, where it is. All these are the rocks which are not points, and some of the rocks which are not points is true. As it is true, I can make it as true. All points are stars is a possibility. Are you following this one or not? I can bring this point into this star by proving this one. This statement is also valid. Clear? And third one is true, hence it cannot be false. Then what about the fourth one here? Some stars are not point. As of now, star is here and point is here, isn't it? And some stars, again coming back to the basic diagram. In the basic diagram, some stars are not points is true at least once. As it is a negative conclusion, no need to check out that one in the alternate diagram, because does not follow, no need to go for an alternate diagram at all. Then what is the next one here? Some chords or rivers is not at all possible. Some chords or rivers. Now chord and river, tell me whether I can draw my chord like this or not. Yes, whether it is possible or not. For me it is possible. His claim is that not possible, hence his claim is wrong. Hence choice 5 is false forever. Now this is about question number 59. Then coming to question number 60. What is there in this question number 60? Now 60th. All books are what? All these books are. Now question number 60. All books are copies. All these books are copies, and some copies are kites. Some of the copies are kites. Some kites are not ours. Some not. Some not we are representing like this. Some kites are not ours. No hour is a month. No hour is a month. Now this is the basic diagram. Now with the help of this basic diagram, what is the first one here? No kite is a book is not at all possible. Now no kite is a book. Here what is there? Here kite is there. Here book is there. No kite is book is possible or not possible? For me it is possible. His claim is that not possible. Not possible is wrong. Hence choice 1 is your answer. It cannot be true forever, because for me it is possible. His claim is that not possible is wrong forever. నాకేమవుతుంది, నాకు కుదురుతుంది. వాడేమంటుంటే ఒక్క కేసులో కూడా కుదరదు అన్నాడు. నేనేం ప్రూవ్ చేస్తా? కుదిరింది అని ప్రూవ్ చేస్తాను. కనుక వాడు చెప్పింది ఏంటి? వాడు చెప్పింది ఇంకెప్పటికీ తప్పే. క్లియర్? అండ్ ఇట్ డస్ నాట్ ఫాలో ఫర్ ఎవర్. దో ఫర్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద స్టూడెంట్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ న్యూ కాన్సెప్ట్, బికాస్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ యూ పీపుల్ ఆర్ new students. In the class we will discuss this one once again. Done with this? Now this is more focused on to the senior students rather than the newly joined students. And newly joined students, please do not get worried about this one. In the class, we will discuss this one in detail. Okay. Now, this is about question numbers 56 to 60. Then 61 to 65. Has done with this 61 to 65? No. P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, and W. P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, and W are 8 employees of an organization who attend a meeting on 4 months, March, April, June, and July. March, April, June, July of the same year, isn't it? The meetings are held in each month on either 13th or 22nd. How many months do we have? We have some 4 months. Now months were given, whenever the months were given, write the months like this: March 13 and March 22nd. March 13, March 22nd. Next one, April 13, April 22nd. Next one, June 13 and June 22nd. June 13 and June 22nd. Next one, July. July 13 and July 22nd. Isn't it? Now in total, how many possibilities do we have? We can have some, isn't it? Now write down the lines like this. Now 13, 22, April 13, April 22, June 13, June 22, July 13 and July 22. Isn't it? Now this is the diagram. Then coming to this one, P attends a meeting in the month which has 30 days. P attends in the month which has 30 days. Then what are the different possibilities to this P? P can be either in the month of April or in the month of June. Isn't it? Hence, how many possibilities are there to this P? There are 4 possibilities. P 13th April, 22nd April, and P June 13th April, and June 13th, and June 22nd. There are 4 possibilities, hence as of now we cannot represent the data. Only 2 people attend meetings after R. After R, tell me how many persons are there? There are exactly 2. Hence, R at the 3rd place from the bottom is fixed. R, June 22nd. Because there must be only 2 people attend. Only 2 people attend after R. The next one. P and S attend their meeting on consecutive terms. P and S. P and S are consecutive. What do you mean by this consecutive here? Consecutive means if P is here, S will be here. Or P and S will be like this. Isn't it? S can be immediately before P or immediately after P. And P and S, P attends the meeting in a month which has 30. P and S attend the meeting on consecutive terms. S and T attend on an alternative terms. S and T, whatever this S and T on the alternate terms. S or T and S or T in any order, alternate. T attends a meeting in a month which has 31 days. Now this is the very crucial information. Now T attends where? T attends in a month which has 31 days. As T attends in a month which has 31 days, now T can attend in the month of March or in the month of July. Isn't it? Now tell me out of which, can T be at this place or not? Can T be at this place or not? No. Why? Because if T is here, there must be S and T must be in the alternate places, which is not possible. Hence, T on July 22nd is ruled out. One possibility is ruled out, isn't it? As one possibility is ruled out, then what is the other possibility? Tell me whether T can be here or not. As T can be here, that is one possibility. Then what is the second possibility here? Now one at this place. And second possibility, now in the second possibility, T can be on March 13th, isn't it? And T can be on March 13th. This is one possibility. Then what is the other possibility here? T can be on March 13th. And the other possibility, T can be on March 22nd. Hence, how many possibilities do we have for this T? There are 3 possibilities. As T is here, and in the first case, S will be here. As T is here, S will be here. As T is here, S will be here. Isn't it? Now again, P and S alternate, and P and S are consecutive. As P and S are consecutive, P can be here. P must be here in case 1. And in case 2, P can be either here or here. How many possibilities do we have to this P? Two possibilities. Again, P can be either here or here. How many possibilities do we have? We have another two possibilities. P and S attend a meeting on consecutive, S and T alternate. T attends a meeting in the month which has 31 days. W attends the meeting before Q and V. W is in between Q and V. W attends before U and V, sorry. W attends before U and V. W attends before U and V. W attends before U and V. Q and W are not the first to go for the meeting. Q and W cannot be here at all. Q and W cannot be here. And neither V nor Q has a meeting on 22nd. And V and Q must be on 13th of any one of these months, cannot be on 22nd. And V and U do not have meeting in the same month. V and U are having in different months. Now these are the possibilities we have. And again the first information. What is the first information we have? P attends a meeting in the month which has 30 days. Now in this case, now I am talking about this case, second case. Now in the second case, can P be in between T and S? No. Why? Because if P is here, then P is in the month of March which is having 31 days, but whereas P should be in the month which is having only 30 days. Hence P cannot be here. Hence where should this be? P must be after S only. Done with this? Now in this one, now April 22nd, here we are having only 30 days. Then coming to this one, in the third possibility. In the third possibility, now P can be here or not? No. P can be here, isn't it? And what is the other possibility in this case? T at this place, S at this place. Then P can be here also. Isn't it? P is in the month of 30 days. Now here in this one, April 13th, and in this one, June 13th. Hence there is a possibility for this P. Hence how many possibilities do we have? We have some 4 possibilities as of now. As there are 4 possibilities in this one, now coming to this first case. Now in the first case, P, R, S and T were already here. P, R, S and T were already here, isn't it? And Q and W cannot be here. Q, W cannot be here. P, R, S, T cannot be here. And 6 persons cannot be here. P, Q, R, S, T. And U and V must be on the 13th. Out of which U and V, and whatever this one, V cannot be on 13th. As V cannot be on 13th, Q must be on 13th, isn't it? Now P, Q, R, S, T, and who are the persons left over here? U and V are the persons left over. As U and V are the persons left over, and V cannot be on 13th, V cannot be here. Now we should have U. Can we have U at this place, tell me? No, why? Because W is before U and V. U cannot be at this place, and these 4 persons cannot be here, these 4 persons cannot be here. In the first case is completely ruled out. Are you following this one or not? Now the same concept we'll discuss in the remaining as well. Then in this one. Then what is, now we are discussing about the first place. Now in the first place, Q and W cannot be here, P, S, R, and R must be in these 2 places. Why? Because there are 2 persons after this R. Now P, R, S, T done. Now we are left with Q, U, V, W. Out of this, V and Q cannot be on 13th, and V and Q 13th is ruled out, and U and W. And W cannot be on 13th, W cannot be here, and whatever this U cannot be 13th because W is before this U. Hence, this case as well as this case is also ruled out. Finally, we are left with only one case. Done with this? Now in this case, now VRQ must be on 13th. As VRQ is on 13th, V and Q cannot be on, neither V nor Q do not have a meeting on 22nd. Neither V nor Q has a meeting on 22nd. Then, now VRQ must be on 13th only. As VRQ is on 13th, now it's here. Now 13th, what is the possibility here? If V is here, Q will be here. Or if V is here, Q will be here. This is the only possibility for V and Q. If V and Q is there, then W is before U and V. As W is before U and V, W is before U and V. As where should this W? W is here. Now this W is before U and V. And whatever this U here, if V is here and Q, V and Q and W cannot be at the first place, S, P and S, S and T, W, U and V. And U and V are not in the same, U are not V in the same month. Now if you take V at this place, July 13th, then whatever this U must also be here, which is not possible, isn't it? Then where should this V tell me here? V must be on June 13th. If V is here, then Q will be here. As Q is here, then V and U are not in the same month, hence U will be here. If U is here, because R is already fixed at this place, R is here. As R is here, and Q will be at this place, and V at this place, and U at this place. Then what is the final order here? TW, SP, VR, QU is the order in which these 8 persons are in 4 different months. Clear now? Now this is about paper number 60. Now paper number 60, clerk prelim. Done with this one? Any doubts apart from this one? No. And the next one is, PO explanation. And the next is PO explanation. And paper number, what is the paper number here? Paper number is 12. Now